Hello, my favorite people. Welcome to Favourswrld. This is channel 2 out of 3, I think. I have the music reaction channel, which I'm sure a lot of you have come from. I have my culture channel, which is called Favour International. And then I have this channel, which is meant to serve as like a way for you to get to know me better and see what I'm doing whenever I'm not sat here reacting to music. I thought a great way to kick off the revamp of this channel is to do a Q&A. That way I can answer any questions that you guys have been wondering about my music taste, about me personally, about my professional life as I work in the hospital and all the career goals and stuff like that. So yeah. This is my very first Q&A back, and I hope that this is going to, be a great journey on this channel, and you will subscribe and stick around for more. Please go ahead and like the video because that really does let me know that you guys want me to do content like this, and it helps the channel and videos out so much you don't even realize. So please give the video a like and comment Favour's first Q&A, and I'll heart your comment down below. Anyways, enough of jibber jabber. Let's get right into these questions. Yeah. So I asked you guys both on Instagram and on my community tabs to comment some questions that you have about me, and you guys came in full force. I have like at least 200 or 300 questions, but I've narrowed it down to like 20 or 30 that I think will be really good. First we have, what do you like doing in your free time? I don't really have free time. If I wasn't working at the hospital, then I was home, and if I wasn't, resting in bed, I was filming. But now that I quit my job at the hospital and I have more free time, I'm giving you guys more content, really. Whenever I'm not filming, I'm either out with my friends, I go shopping, I go to concerts, or I'm in bed. I really enjoy being in bed. I don't know if that's the depression or if I'm just tired. So yeah, I'm either in bed, out with my friends, or going to concerts. And also getting fast food. I need to stop that, honestly. In case you couldn't tell, to those of you who have been around for like a few years on my channels, yes, I've realized that the bone structure has changed. It's a fat babe. Leave it alone. I'm trying to lose it. But yeah, that's all. Someone said, are you interested in making music and writing or making beats? Until I got this question, I never even considered it because I don't know, I just never thought about it like that, like making music myself. I definitely enjoy music. I dedicated a whole channel to it. Do I see myself ever making music or producing beats myself? Maybe as like parodies, which I've done in the past on the music channel, or like for fun, but never like professionally or taking music seriously. Would I ever want to be an artist? No. I like to critique music, listen to music, enjoy music, but do I want to be like someone who makes music myself? No. No. Someone says, what are your roots like, ethnicity? Love your videos, by the way. Well, thank you, Zalin. I am 100% Nigerian. My father and mom are both Nigerian. My dad was born in Nigeria. My mom was born in Belize. They both came over here and had all of my siblings, basically. I have a huge family tree, half siblings, all that stuff. But to answer your question, I am Nigerian. What is your dream job? I love you, Favour. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I love you too. What is my dream job? I would say that I'm working my dream job. I mean, whenever I started social media, like the initial goal was to be a lifestyle influencer, and I think that this channel is going to help me do that. But whenever I think of like my whole life career-wise, I would really like to maintain having social media and also working like in healthcare at the same time. So I think a balance of having both, because social media is never guaranteed, which is why I decided, okay, I need to take a step back from social media, get a degree, focus on a career that will be lifelong, and somehow try to manage both, which it's gotten hard at times. And I think there's a few questions where we're going to talk about that a little more, balancing a career and social media. But I think up until this point, I've done an okay job. There's definitely been moments where I kind of did not put myself first or even consider my own mental, physical health. And my only goal was like producing content and doing good at my job. And I just burnout, basically, just burnout. It became a point where I was like a workaholic, but we're getting off topic. Reel it in, babe. Relax. What is your dream job? My dream job is working in social media, specifically lifestyle, travel vlogging, stuff like that, and also working in healthcare, which I'm doing both. So I'm working my dream job. Now I just got to find a manager though, because that's the next step. I need a management agency, somebody that can handle like the brand deals and the collaborations and sponsorships and all that behind the scenes, because that's another stressor. I feel like as I get bigger or like my influence continues to grow, that's an aspect that I haven't like figured out yet, and it's a lot of stress. So if you're watching this, any managers or social media content people, and you would like to take me on as a client, I am willing and open. Email is on the screen. Aha! Someone said, what do you do at your hospital job? Well, in case you guys didn't know, I am also a registered nurse, literally licensed in the state of Texas. I was working on a med-surg telemetry unit. I quit that job because it was just too much. I'm not going to go too much into detail, but it was a 1-to-6 ratio. I was a full-time staff as a new grad, and that was the case for most of the full-time staff. They didn't have opportunities that aligned with my future goals, which is to be in the operating room working as a circulator nurse. I decided it's best to just move on and find a fit somewhere else. You would think that I was trained in PR. No! Look at me, look at me, look at me. You looking? Okay. Next up, the next question is, what made you want to do YouTube videos? I was lonely. I had no friends. In case you guys didn't know, I grew up in Texas my entire life, right? Literally from kindergarten to senior year, I went to the same school district, same people around me, and I was kind of just over it and everybody, and I wanted to get the heck out of here. So I moved out of state to Pennsylvania, specifically Erie, Pennsylvania, and being away from home and not in my comfort zone, I was happy to be uncomfortable, but at the same time I was looking for somewhere where I could like confide and feel safe. And then I was like, hey, let me do a YouTube channel. So I started doing reactions, I started doing like just posting content, and eventually I found like a community of people. It's crazy to think back to, because I look at my like previous Instagram stories, and like I used to be excited about hitting 5,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers. Don't get me wrong, that's a lot of people. Imagine being in a room speaking in front of 5,000 people. Now imagine doing that same thing in front of 183,000, I think I'm at right now. It's crazy. Before I give myself an anxiety attack, let me relax. I was looking for a community whenever I was my freshman year of college. I had no friends. I moved out of state, and I was really just like kind of forcing myself to be exposure therapy, and that was great, and I learned a lot and I grew a lot, but I still did want that comfort. So I was like, let me start a YouTube channel and create my own community. And I did. Look at y'all. Someone says, where are you from? I am from a small town in Texas.
Wish I was in Texas, prettiest place in the world. Oh no, I guess that deep in my heart, I'll always be a Texas girl.
How did you come up with your YouTube name? P.S. I love watching your videos. Well, thank you. As you guys know, Favour is my name. I have Favour International because, I mean, it's my channel, but it's more dedicated to like learning about other cultures and traveling and all that kind of stuff. So Favour International. And then this one is literally called Favour Vlogs because, well, Favour Vlogs. You know what I mean? Like everything is very straightforward with my channels. The content that you want is right there and the name is very blatant. This person says, how are your reactions so funny? I honestly think one hand I'm an idiot, one hand I'm pretty smart, and then in the middle I don't care. I literally just say whatever comes to mind, and I found that people actually enjoy what I have to say, so I just kept doing it more and my channel continued to grow. How am I so funny? I think there's a bit of mental illness there. But again, there's also the education there. And I just like having fun. I like smiling. What's the point of being sad, you know? Someone says, when did you start collecting vinyls? I started collecting vinyls about like a year and a half ago, 2 years. I just find them to be so pretty. I think the cover arts and the fact that artists like choose this specific cover art out of everything, I'm like, that's very special. It's pretty. I just think they're very beautiful things. So I started buying them. Like it's like an art collection. You know what I mean? In fact, I need to buy more. I have still to get Happier Than Ever. I have to get a bunch of Taylor Swift's discography, Jesus. Olivia Rodrigo's Guts. More Melanie Martinez probably. I have a bunch of vinyls I still need to get. So look forward to more vinyl shopping and then finding a shelf or somewhere to put the rest of the vinyls. And Billie Eilish, y'all were mad whenever I threw her off the shelf. Honestly, looking back, she didn't deserve that. She's coming back. It's just, we have to rearrange the setup because I have to get another shelf because we're running out of space. Next question is, when did you decide that you want to do a reaction channel? I don't think I did decide I wanted to do a reaction channel. Like whenever I told y'all before, when I first started YouTube, I wanted to do lifestyle, which I wanted to do vlogs, I wanted to do like fashion. I wanted just to post whatever I wanted to post and hope that like my audience would find me. And they did find me whenever I started doing reactions. So I just kind of ran with it, and now it's my thing. And I do enjoy doing the reactions. I think that they're really fun. And basically all I do is listen to music I would already be listening to anyway. Now I just do it on camera and like comment about it. These are already thoughts that go on in my brain. So now I'm just literally speaking them in front of a camera. So yeah. I don't know, I just kind of fell into reactions if I'm being honest. Now we're on to the YouTube comments. Thank you to everyone on the Instagram for sending me your stuff on my story. First person says, how do you manage to balance out your nursing career and also being a full-time content creator at the same time? I can imagine at times it may be stressful. It's very stressful. Like I was saying, I definitely felt myself getting burnt out, but I think because I'm such a workaholic and I strive for success and like just surpassing my goals, that it kind of just like forced me to keep going, like despite being burnt out, which I do not recommend. My mental health for most of, I'd say I'm okay now, but like the last 2 years, it hasn't been so good. So I get on the camera and I know I smile, but you know, that's not how I am all day, every day, especially when the camera's off. Like nobody really knows what's actually going on behind the scenes. But I'd say, how do I manage it? I think now I'm getting better at not doing content when I know that I'm not in a state to do content. Like there were times before when I would force myself to like smile and be bubbly and energetic even when I wasn't really feeling that way. And now, for example, like when I was working at the hospital and I would literally wake up at 5 a.m., you know, get off around 7:30, get home by 8, and then be expected to come and react to a video that had dropped. And I did that a few times, but after a while I was like, this isn't good, Favour, what are you doing? And so I found that the best way to really balance real life, my career as a nurse, and social media is to let myself have space to be tired. So I think just giving myself more grace and more freedom to say what I want and do what I want, and being truthful about it is what's helping me really balance. Like knowing your limits. You really have to know your limits. Next question is, what would you consider your most impactful life experience to be thus far, whether good or bad? I wouldn't say I have one big experience. I've never talked about my childhood on the internet, and I don't think I'm ever going to, but just to like give you guys a brief story, my older brother is a bipolar schizophrenic. I had a very traumatic childhood. I don't want to talk about it anymore, actually. So yeah, there's that aspect. There was that time. I don't really remember much of my childhood, honestly. I think I blocked most of it off. But there's that. And then I have when I moved cross country by myself. And I'm like getting shaky talking about... Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so yeah, we had the first half of my life, and then we had like the teenage... early adulthood time whenever I moved cross country, and then we had the time where I was in Europe, and I like spent almost 2 months in Europe just traveling by myself. I think those, and I got knee surgery at one point, and that's why I wanted to become a nurse. And my family, the women in my family are in healthcare. So those things are what really have impacted me and made me the human being that I am, which I hope is a good person. I try to be a good person. This person says, I'm about to start a new job, but still want to create content online. How do you manage a career and YouTube both at once? I imagine it's like a high school athlete managing sports with school. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you. I kind of talked about this earlier, about how you just have to know your limits and be graceful to yourself. There's going to be a point where you're like, okay, I'm exhausted. Rather than ignoring that, I think it's really important that you listen to that and give your body and your mind like time to decompress, relax, and you probably will have better results and think better after you relax anyway. Someone said, which cereal describes your personality the best? With a little cartwheel. You know, I don't know how to do a cartwheel. Maybe that'll be another video. Because how am I 24 and I still don't know how to do a cartwheel? That's embarrassing. But what cereal am I? I don't know. What cereal do I eat? I eat Life cereal and Honey Bunches of Oats. But what cereal I don't know. Y'all tell me, what cereal describes my personality? The next person says, did you feel like your YouTube channel would be this successful, or did you just start for fun and it turned out good? Honestly, I just started for fun and it turned out good. I think in the beginning it was just about finding a community of friends that like enjoyed the same stuff I did and that we could talk. Like the same reason y'all watch reactions is the reason I started doing reactions. I was just looking for a community, and then I found one, and then the community just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and now I have, you know, music labels reaching out, artists reaching out, wanting reactions and like promo and stuff. So it went from just being like this little community of just fun, our little internet circle, to now being like a potential mega job, I guess. Someone said, would you prefer to know how you're gonna die or when you're gonna die? Steve, what the? I want to know. Oh, I don't know. Because then that's just gonna be like I'm counting down every day of my life. I think I'd rather know how I'm gonna die, and then I just live my life on Final Destination mode. So then, like, God forbid, but if it's like, oh, you're gonna drown, okay, I'll just avoid water. I can't drown if there's no water around. But then I feel like fate also finds you, so I can't just avoid water forever. What if I'm taking a bath one day and I just get paralysis? And all of a sudden I'm under the surface. What? I don't like this question. Neither. I don't want to know anything. I want to live my life happily. Next person says, your inspiration / meanings for your tattoos. Oh, I've gotten a lot since I did my last tattoo tour on this channel. First up, we have this one on my wrist. Oh, there you go. Lana. It's for Lana Del Rey. She's my favorite artist. She's been one of my favorite artists since I was like a teenager or preteen. And I really think with all the like different milestones in my life and growing up, she's really been there for all of it. So I just have a really strong connection to Lana Del Rey. She is an artist that I really can do no wrong for me. So yeah, that's Lana Del Rey. This one, in case you guys couldn't see in the background of my shelf, my favorite book series is Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. And this is a tattoo I got. It's a poem in one of the movies by Jack Frost.
Some say the world will end in fire. Some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire.
I was thinking, is it narcissistic to get my own name tattooed on me? And then I was like, who cares? So there you go. I hold with those who favor fire. I think I'm, as a Sagittarius too, I'm just very spunky, outgoing, outspoken. So I identify as a fiery person, and I am a fire sign. So I thought it was a fitting thing, and I really love that poem. What else? I have two on my collarbone. I believe this one's in Arabic. I believe this one says happiness. Honestly, I don't even remember. I think I got this when I was like 16. And then this one over here is the creation of Adam. This hand is really good. This one is so good. But then his bestie, I hate this one. This is the only tattoo of mine that I regret getting. One, I don't like the placement. Whenever I'm wearing like a dress or a top and it's like low cut, you can see it, and I don't like it. And then the other hand is just ugly. I don't know what the tattoo artist was doing, but he messed up that other hand. I have a few on my ribs. This one says strength in Arabic, and then I have a red Africa outline. Moving on to the legs, I have happiness is a butterfly, which is another lyric by Lana Del Rey. This is another Arabic tattoo. This one says live, but it's also encapsulated in my Celtic birth month tree, the tree of wisdom. It's just like a reminder to always like think before you act with wisdom. Okay, 1998, my birth year, iconic. This is just a pretty flower that I saw. I don't really like how the tattoo artist shaded it, but you know, can't change it now. I've got no free feet pics, so relax, buddy, I see you. This one is a wave because I found that my favorite place to be is by the ocean or on a lake, somewhere beachy. I really love the beach. I don't know if y'all can see, but I have my rosary tattoo. It's just a good omen. It makes me feel safe and seen, and like God is with me at all times. On my big toe, I'm gonna try to show you. On my big toe, I have a tattoo of an evil eye. It's kind of faded now, and it was only 50 bucks. Another one I got at Myrtle Beach. But yeah, it's just like to ward off bad energy, like another protection thing. Like I got a rosary and an evil eye. Get behind me, devil. I'm suited up, booted up, protected. And then at the back of my leg, I have a red butterfly. I guess I didn't realize how many tattoos I have because I forgot to show these two. This is a lady, it's like a portrait of a one-line drawing. So they literally start on one point and have to create the entire image from that one line that they've started. So that's what this woman is. It's a drawing of her. And then at the other side, you see that I have like the recording symbol tattooed near my ankle. That was just to commemorate YouTube and my subscribers, because YouTube has been such a part of my life. I've done it for almost 5 years now. I started doing it, I think, when I was like 18 or 19, and I'm now 24. So it's just been a really big part of like the most pivotal years of my life. So I wanted to get something to commemorate that. And those are all my tattoos. Next, someone said, what's one thing you couldn't do without? Myself. Yeah. Or the internet. Someone says, what is your favorite fruit? I would say my favorite fruit is probably cherries, watermelon. Yeah, that's it. I like cherries and watermelon. Someone said, what is your favorite aesthetic? I'm not sure what that means. What's my favorite aesthetic? I don't know. You tell me. Go on my Instagram and look at my outfits. What's my favorite aesthetic based on how I dress? Someone said, are you a girly girl or a tomboy? Definitely growing up, I was a major tomboy, but now I would say I'm probably a mix of both. Like, there are moments when I want to dress more like a tomboy. There are moments when I want to be a really cute girly girl and wear heels and a dress and all that. I would say I'm somewhere in the middle. Like, I can go either way, basically. In more ways than one, just joking. What is the best thing in your life? This is a nice question to think about. What's the best? I don't know. I couldn't decide. I love my car. I love my friends. I love my family. I love myself. I love my YouTube channels. What's the best thing in my life out of all? Yeah, you can't decide that. There's so many good things in my life. Honestly, thinking of where, like, the cards I was dealt in life and where I am now, how I've managed to get here, it's crazy. No, it's really wild. Good on you, God. And lastly, someone said, your smile always makes me happy. Thanks for being on Earth on the same time as me. The fuck? Don't make me cry. Oh, that's really nice. Well, thank you for being here, because there's like thousands of YouTube channels and y'all continuously choose to watch mine. So I'm forever grateful for you. I'm forever grateful for the patrons. I'm forever grateful for the Instagram followers. Anyone who has ever like spent their time to, take in my content, I am thankful for your existence as well. And I'm glad that like we're besties. So yeah, this is the first video back to the main, or not the main channel, but to the vlog channel. And I'm hoping to be more consistent with you guys. Like I said, I plan to do an ADHD test. I plan to do trying to do a cartwheel video. Like, I have a bunch of stuff planned. So comment any ideas or things that you want to see from me, like video wise on this channel, the vlog channel. And I will see you guys in the next video, I guess. I love this channel so much. Out of all three of my channels, this is my favorite one. I always say that. Even though this one is the most work, it's definitely my favorite one. And I'm glad you're here.